Is the image that Qatar portrays to the world of itself accurate?
No, definitely not accurate.
Aisha Al-Qahtani is another powerful voice for change, having escaped what she describes as an oppressive and abusive life in neighbouring Qatar.
Your family must be pretty powerful.
Yeah, they are. They're influential people, mostly in the military. They have their own connections. My brother's an ambassador.
Doha is the glittering capital of Qatar, another Middle Eastern hub promoting itself as a progressive city on the world stage. But this is what life often looked like for Aisha in her homeland. Not surprisingly, when she made it to London, she cut her hair and embraced a Western wardrobe.
The city is gorgeous.
It might be a trivial element to some, but that's a nice suit you've got on. What would the reaction be if you walked down the street in Doha in that?
Yeah, well, for a start, I was never allowed to walk down the streets, and I'm not even exaggerating. If I chose to wear this suit and walk in the streets of Doha, I would get murdered. And this is the hypocrisy of this country.
Aisha had planned her escape from Qatar for years, but knew she couldn't fly out of there because laws stipulate local women under the age of 25 need a male guardian's permission to board a flight. So her bid for freedom actually came on a family holiday in Kuwait late last year, where she snuck away to the airport on her own to catch a 3 a.m. flight to London.
How fast was your heart going when you boarded that plane to get out?
It was just like I needed someone to pinch me, because I couldn't believe that I actually did this. And I was telling myself, if I was a blonde girl with blue eyes, my family would just tell me, bon voyage, and that's it. But why do I have to go through this escape plan and prison break-like story just to leave, just to, travel, just my freedom of movement?
Had you read about the two princesses who fled Dubai before you made your own bid for freedom?
Yeah, I've been looking a lot of stories too about girls who run away. I either ran away to have a new life or I stay and just basically emotionally and mentally die. And if this plan works and I get to live, great. If it doesn't, then it was worth it. At least I tried.
You're gambling with your life.
Yeah. It's just intense to think about it again. The whole escape plan. And the things that women have to go through just to have a normal life.
Aisha Al-Qahtani is always looking over her shoulder. Worried her powerful family wants her back in Qatar.
Click here 3 times. It calls in the nearest police units and shows by location on the map and starts recording immediately.
After landing in London late last year, the 23-year-old has had to change locations a number of times after her family managed to track her down.
I lived in a James Bond movie for, 3 months now.
Take us through why it was a James Bond movie.
Yeah, well, it was a constant chase, and it's just knowing that they're always gonna carry on looking for me. I was in Cardiff. I was walking in the mall, and I could see my brother at the end of the, path, and I thought I was hallucinating. And he said, the same people that you're praising and they're protecting you, I bribed them and everything works with money in London.
Aisha managed to get help that day and for now is safe at a secret hideout. But she knows that continuing to paint a picture of what life's really like in Qatar will make her a target. Yet she believes she's lucky to have escaped and it's now her duty to speak out on behalf of the women still there.
I think it's very important for the world to see the real image of women's situation in Qatar. There is something wrong about this country, and how it treats women. Because the amount of propaganda that we produce is just so infuriating for me as a feminist. seeing these lies all the time.
The winds of change are blowing across the Middle East, and women are the force behind it. From princesses fleeing palaces to brave young firebrands, their voices won't be silenced.
You're trying to lead a revolution.
Indeed. I'm trying to lead a revolution. I'm trying to make girls there speak up even more. And if they're scared to talk, I will say what they want to say. I think I can. I mean, I've got the energy, I've got the time. I've only turned 23 a couple of weeks ago. And I have all the doors opened for me. And as my friend said, London is the city of dreams. So.
Hello, I'm Sarah Abo. Thanks for watching. To keep up with the latest from 60 Minutes Australia, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can also download the 9Now app for full episodes and other exclusive 60 Minutes content.